guys, welcome to another video. If you follow my Instagram lately, you know that I work for FX and I am not saying their name. Hopefully you understand who that is, and you will notice that none of their logos will be in the video, why I'm not wearing my uniform. Which I am not required to wear the uniform because I'm a third-party contractor, or I'm an employee of a third-party contractor. So it's completely different. So tonight I'm hoping to show you guys a little bit about what I do here, a little bit of how my runs are. My runs are always different because I'm in a position where I'm wild. So I'm basically just given the scraps of whatever they have left over, and then I go a bunch of different places. So generally I go anywhere from around like 400 to 600 plus miles a day for the runs. There's a lot of things involved with doubles, and the fueling here is takes a long time, and so I run my clock out a lot lately. So I've been struggling with sleep because I literally take my 10 hours and then I'm back at work, and sometimes my 10 hours is waiting for trailers to show up, so I'm always like on guard and waiting for that to happen. Anyways, today I'm going to Montana to meet another driver. It's a bump. So for people who don't know trucking terms, a bump is when, and there's a bunch of different names for it. Like for it's actually called a butt head, which is funny. It's where two drivers meet each other and then they swap their trailers and then they go back to where they came from. It shortens the time it takes for a driver to do a run, and it allows them to have more home time. And just for they send you back to your home terminal anyways, and that's basically where they run you out of, so it just makes it easier for in general. Since the majority of this video is going to be at night, I'm hoping to show you guys a little bit about what it's like to be a truck driver at night, because trucking is an interesting profession in itself, and at night I think it just gets a little bit cooler. Like I said earlier about not showing FX or their logo, I'm also have an agreement with them not to record on their yard, so that means that the hookup process will no longer be in any of my videos. But today, out of necessity, I have to tell you guys this because I am so proud of it. Today, I finally figured out how to back a trailer with a dolly attached into my second trailer. I've been really weak lately, because I haven't been eating very well, because I've been so tired. I've just spent most of my time sleeping, and just the flopping of my sleep schedule has really gotten to me, so I've just been really weak lately. So out of necessity, I backed my trailer and my dolly into my second trailer, and I am so freaking proud. So I just want to say that I guess I've hit a new milestone in my career. Anyways, if any of you guys can do that, or you think that's super cool, let me know. If you guys are proud of me also, give me a like, because it would boost my confidence right now because I'm having such a rough time. Oh my god.
Do it!
Alright, so let's just get this over with because I'm so ready to go to bed already. Alright. Oh, I gotta put my trailers in. Let's see. Say that I did my pre-trips. So what I said in the beginning of this video is that I wanted to talk a little bit about night driving. If you're looking into being a truck driver or like like looking into the truck industry at all, or you're already on the road and you know that being a driver, you have to swap your schedule around a lot to get things here and there depending on what you're hauling. And your career won't be based upon one singular job, most likely. So you'll have to do a lot of different driving day and night. So this video, I just wanted to kind of list out some of the pros and cons of being a driver at night. Traditionally, I like driving at night, but that's just my personal preference. I'm kind of challenging you guys to prove me wrong in this, so I guess we'll see how it goes. First thing, and especially during like the conditions right now, of course, with the situation going on, there's not a lot of traffic on the road to begin with, but at night especially so. There's like nobody on the road. It is currently 2:30 in the morning. Ain't nobody out here. So that's really nice. As a truck driver, you know that the truck moves quite slowly, so anybody who is slowing you down, it takes so much longer for the truck to speed up back up to our traveling speed than it does for a car or anything else, and it takes time out of our day to keep being, to have to deal with roadblocks in a sense and traffic. So having less people on the road is going to make you be able to drive more miles in a shift, which is awesome. You can get a lot done, which means more money for you, because most drivers get paid per mile. So we only get paid when the wheels of the truck are turning, and if they aren't turning, we're not getting paid. My second point I think I want to make is that the sky is just absolutely beautiful. Being a truck driver, the coolest thing is that you get to go to all these different places and places you would not go unless you were traveling and they just happen to send you to the middle of nowhere. You get to go to these places that have less light pollution, so when you get out of your truck, the sky is like something you've never seen before. And it's just a really cool experience, and I actually get to experience it a lot, considering I live in a place where, as I travel out of Salt Lake City, there's pretty much nothing. I get to see the sky quite often at night, which is really awesome. Also, at night, chicken lights. Chicken lights are cool. People who aren't truck drivers, chicken lights are like all the lights on a truck, like all the little extra lights. Technically, I don't really have any chicken lights because all of mine are for some purpose. So they're all marker lights or ID lights. But all the extra lights on a truck, and for those drivers that just light up their trucks like a, I don't know, like a stadium, it's so cool. And especially at night when those trucks thank you as they're going by, that's an awesome sight. So that just, I don't know, it's a little bit of like fun out here. You get to see all this. This truck going by right now has some chicken lights on it, all the extra lights on the top and bottom of the trailer. The thing that I like most about driving at night is that there isn't the sun. I do like the sun, but at the same time, I'm a light, very, very fair-skinned individual, and I have very light eyes, so the sun makes me squint an awful lot, and it's really hard for me to keep my eyes open during the day when the sun's like super bright. I also don't like having to worry about covering up my body all the time because I'm afraid of getting a sunburn, or skin cancer is a very real danger out here.
I don't like the sun!
Being in the sun all the time, you don't think, like most people don't think about it, but this right here, my whole body is exposed to the sun quite often and for a very, very long period of time, and it's important to protect yourself with sunscreen or covering up and wearing long sleeves. Okay, so now some of the cons of driving at night. I think one of the bigger ones is definitely not being able to see the wildlife on the road. So you use your brights quite often, and obviously you can't use them when oncoming traffic is in the opposing lane. And that also comes with its drawbacks because people who are using their brights in the oncoming lane that don't turn them off, of course, blind you, or you could blind somebody else, and that's kind of dangerous. So that's two right there. And then another one I have to say is it's not as safe at night. You should take extra precaution no matter what, because a creeper is a creeper.
Ah! Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Day or night, they're still a creeper, okay? But of course, more likely things happen at night, and people can be sketchy at night, and people can be hiding places at night. And just like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I've found men in the women's restrooms at rest areas, like in the early morning hours between like 2 and 3 in the morning. And so I've always taken Dakota with me into those rest areas. I still do. I take her into the rest areas with me that early in the morning because it's safer for me, and if I happen to find somebody, I just walk out right away and go back to my truck because it's not worth it. And then I find somewhere else to stop. Make sure that you are just always watching your surroundings, and when you park at night, park in groups. I've always heard the saying that like we have greater security in numbers being truck drivers, so if we all park together, we're less likely to have something happen. But then again, there's like 25 serial killers that were truck drivers that are in prison right now or have been in prison. It's just the statistics are scary. When it comes to driving at night, of course you're driving in the very wee hours of the morning, and everybody that you know is asleep in their bed at home, you know, doing regular working hour jobs 9 to 5. So it kind of prevents you from doing a lot of the things that you would normally do, such as calling people while you're driving, because truck drivers call people all the time. All we do is talk to each other and other people and listen to podcasts. There's a ton of things that we do to keep ourselves occupied, but one of those things is talk to people, and it's more interactive, and it helps, you know, make the time go by a lot quicker. So that kind of sucks, not being able to have that being a night driver. Then along with that, your sleep schedule's really messed up. So if you're sensitive to light like I am, during the day, I have a very, very hard time sleeping. I need it, like, I don't know why. I've never had this problem before, but recently I've had a problem sleeping during the daytime. Any little bit of light and I'm up. So like before the sun comes up, I'm like triggered and I'm up. I'm a morning person. I have no idea why. And so if you're like me, you have a hard time sleeping during the day just because my brain is like, okay, it's time to be up. And anyway, so I guess that's all the cons I can think about at the moment. And if you guys have any more pros and cons to add to the list, please put them down below, because again, this is a whole community kind of aspect video. I want people to know that this is, I don't know everything, and I want people to help engage and add to what I'm saying, because I don't know, the more minds that work on a problem, the better. So most times, not all of the time. Well, I know that these trailers are empty. I always wondered why this guy never gives me paperwork, but it's because he gives me an empty set every time. So there's that. But everything's hooked up correctly and I've checked everything out, and I'm gonna put some air into it so hopefully none of this starts beeping, because again, there's people sleeping. So anyways, all good. This is one thing that's pretty cool about our equipment though. This dolly right here has a light where the fifth wheel is, so you don't actually need a flashlight to check the jaws. It's already lit up. Okay, now quick nap time and then back home. This run is actually pretty tight on time. It's about 600 miles for the complete trip. So it's 4 miles off at 600 miles. So it's 298 miles here and 298 miles back. But I mean, you drive like 2 miles on the yard alone just running around hooking up stuff, so 600 miles it is. Okay, I'm tired. I'm sure you can tell. That's why I'm gonna take a nap. Hey guys, so I'm already on my way back to the hub. I'm about 2 hours down the road. I stayed there for a little bit. I took an hour nap, which is all my clock will allow me to take, because if not, I'll run out of time. Anyways, the guy who is there, he's super grumpy, so I just put my paperwork on my trailer and dropped it and moved over to his set, and he seemed to know what was going on, so that was good. I just kind of leave him alone and let him do his thing. And Dakota is has a tummy ache right now, so I've been kind of stopping along the road a couple of times to let her go to the bathroom. So that's been more than fun, but I guess for now, I'm just going to turn up the music and keep going on the road. If you've made it this far, I am now parked in the tractor parking lot. It's about 11:30 my time, and I left last night at 10:30, so that kind of gives you an idea. Actually, I think it's 12:30. My clock is an hour behind. I lied. It is 12:30. So I have officially run my entire clock. I had like 13 minutes left on my little e-log timer thing. And so I filled out my mileage and I've unpacked most of the truck, and I got a little printout of where I've been this week, just so I could kind of, I can't ever remember, but I just wanted to like let people know who don't know about trucking, like how far we go and what we do in 1 week. So this week I went to Boise on Monday, came back, then I went to like a local delivery spot right before I went to La Grande, Oregon, and then I came back, and then I went to Lima, Montana twice this week, and that's with 1 day off in between that there wasn't any freight. And I'm based out of Salt Lake City, so I hope that gives you kind of an idea of what I do during the week. And for all these runs, I have run out my entire clock every single day, so I'm exhausted. For people who don't know, we can work a total of 14 hours in a day, or at least like my particular position and most over-the-road truck drivers, we can work 14 hours in a day, and within those 14 hours we have 11 hours that we can drive total. So yeah, that's a little bit about how our hours of service work, because I think that was like one of the major questions on some of my videos. If you guys are aware of what's going on around the country as of late and the situation, you know that a lot of the states are kind of forcing their people to stay at home who are not essential workers. And so now, in case I go through a state or this turns into a state that has that order to stay at home, I have a letter that FedEx gave me, so that way when I'm driving around I can prove that I'm supposed to be out here. Also, I think this is important to carry in my personal car, so that way on my way to work, if I get stopped, I can tell them that I'm going to work. Anyways, also, if you guys enjoy the music in my videos, take a look down in the description. I have a link there from Epidemic Sound. They've made me an ambassador of their program, so for that, they have given me their service for free for putting my link in the description. Also, I have to say that this is an affiliate link, so if you do click on the link and you sign up for a free trial, I get compensated for that, and for legal reasons I have to say that. So you guys know, open and honest, I'm an affiliate of Epidemic Sound. I really like their music anyways. I already use it. You guys like it, so I agreed to be an ambassador for them, so that's pretty cool. So, and the subscription isn't that much. I believe it's $15 a month. So any creators out there, if you're making videos, this music is royalty-free music that you can put into your videos, and I think the music's pretty good, obviously, because I use it a lot. Anyways, if you're interested, the link is down in the description below, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you guys are staying safe through all this, and I wish your families well. Bye for now.
A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I'm a little.
I can't. I'm like, I can't even eat my orange. Can I die now? That was the most awkward ending I've ever done, because I'm so tired. The roof is pretty big in here. I'm debating what I want more, a shower or mac and cheese. Oh. Why are you doing that to me? Can you even understand what I'm saying?